Remember this gadget? No? Well, it doesn't matter since this video is not about this one. On the 12th of June 2025, Embark dropped Season 7, adding 3 new gadgets out of which one was mid, one was bad, and one was outright broken. How come Light get all the broken shit? Embark basically forgot about the bridge drill the instant they released it, same as with a lot of other underpowered gadgets. In order to understand how the bridge drill or any other underpowered gadget could be improved, we have to look at what makes a gadget actually good. It's all about versatility versus reliability. To explain this, let's assess what makes the grenade and the RPG such good gadgets. The grenade can form cover, be used to climb stuff, can form platforms, block enemies, cover hazards, plug holes and angle jump pads, and sometimes even fucking destroy walls for no reason. It is a versatile gadget that can be used to solve a lot of problems. It is a jack of all trades, master of none, since there are better gadgets both for defense and mobility. On the other hand, the RPG does one job and it does it well. It atomizes anything it comes into contact with. You can destroy walls with it and kill enemies, and that's about it. But it's one of the most reliable explosives in the game, which is always there during the loadout to secure the kill or drop the cash out. So now comes the question, should Embark make the bridge drill a versatile gadget or a reliable one? And to be honest, I don't fucking know. What makes the bridge drill different from the flashbang? Because with a flashbang and a DMAT, I can instantly flash anybody through a wall without the drawbacks of having a delay or being very loud. The flashbang is a spontaneous gadget, so the bridge drill should be the opposite of that, so that it does not get replaced by it. That's why the bridge drill should have a passive mode where if you right click it, it just drills itself into the wall without flashing or exploding. You could then activate it by equipping the multi-device again and right clicking again, making it flash and then explode. This way the bridge drill becomes like a mine version of the trap. A flash trap if you will. The enemy can shoot it, triggering its detonation without a flash. Embark should add an indicator on it just like on any other trap gadget like the mines or C4. Embark should also increase the charges for the drill to 2 so that we have the option to also use the drill in its non-passive state after setting up a passive one. This way the drill can be used to destroy the environment, initiate fights, set up defense traps, or as a remote explosive like a weaker version of the C4. Why do we need a drill to flash after drilling? Why don't we replace the flash with something more useful, which cannot be avoided by simply turning around? This gadget is supposed to be used to initiate fights or to clear rooms after all. Embark gave themselves the best lore-backed rework for the drill by releasing this lore drop, which requires one of the coolest explosive technologies by far, which would fit very well into the finals.
According to teachers, the students were preparing a traditional evening campfire when one of the chaperones accidentally used Disson's Redstream industrial ignition compound instead of a standard fire starter. Witnesses say the resulting flames rose almost a mile into the air.
And while officials are reminding the public to handle high-performance fuels responsibly, as for the students, their teacher says the class has already written thank you letters to Disson, whose Redstream compound clearly provided one very memorable lesson in combustion.
A thermobaric explosion disperses flammable gas or aerosolized fuel which when ignited creates a high-pressure shockwave, followed by a large drop in pressure as the gas is cooled and surrounding air rushes back in, amplifying the blast effect. Basically, it is a large explosion that produces insane shockwaves, especially indoors. You see where I'm going? Why fit 8C4 into the drill when you can put the Disson fuel instead and use it to fuck up your enemy's defense? So the drill would release the aerosolized Disson Redstream industrial ignition compound as a fuel instead of a flash and then detonate it by detonating itself, generating a large explosion and a powerful shockwave which detonates enemy utility like mines or C4 and damages deployables like turrets and barricades. It would also destroy weak cover like furniture and deal damage to walls, but instead of dealing damage it should push away the enemies, mostly because dealing high explosive damage would make it overpowered and also...
Luckily, the class and teachers were propelled into a nearby lake by the initial blast.
So lore-wise, the blast doesn't damage people, but it sends them flying. This way, instead of having the drill work well on defense and offense, now it's just very good at offense, and it also helps melee users since clearing mines and C4 as a melee user is a pain, and I refuse to use this goddamn thing. If Embark decides to go this way with a rework, then we could have a whole new commercial for Nissan, where they promote a new and improved breaching drill using their biogenic fuel. We could also get a biogenic fuel canister which acts as its own thermobaric charge, so that we have a variety in canisters and in gameplay. It will be a great way to improve this gadget and to deepen the game mechanics and the lore of one of the coolest sponsors in the whole game. There is one very important thing that must be kept in mind when developing the thermobaric fuel mechanics. The fuel must be red, bright red, just like this sun, because
we are glad to do the dirty work. Power is power, and you want it.
Also, the Nissan biogenic fuel is red, and the lore drop quite literally calls the fuel red.
Nissan's Redstream industrial ignition compound.
So it only makes sense if the thermobaric one is red too. That's my two ideas for the bridge drill Embark. I honestly like the second one more, mainly because Nissan, Via and those pews are the coolest sponsors in the game, but also because the thermobaric explosions are cool as fuck. Like, look at this thing. They call it the father of all bombs since it is the largest known nuclear bomb out there. 44 tons of TNT worth of energy in that bad boy. We must get this technology into the finals. Imagine all the possibilities with the current destruction engine. We could implement a whole new gadget that is a thermobaric airstrike which levels off a whole building. Okay, I'm getting off track. This is all I have to say. If you don't like my ideas and think that I am dumb, feel free to go into the comment section and tell me to paint my ceiling red, because I appreciate positivity. I don't know how to end this video, so here is another picture of my cat.